What's up, y'all? What's up? Listen, I apologize for being late. I always end up having trouble with either Zoom or Facebook, and I don't understand why. But we just gonna thank the Lord that it's working right now, right? Okay, so listen, if you are joining me today, say hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I am going to log on my phone because I can never see your comments on the desktop. So let's see what we got. Y'all let me know that you're here. Say, hey, what's up? If you are new, say, hey, girl, hey. If you are old, say, what's up, Guru Click. Do your hashtag Guru Click. Let me know that you're here. This is day 3 of 30 of your free homeschool coaching. I need everybody that is in here right now to either give me some hearts, likes, shares. Let's get some people in here. I'm on my phone so I can see your comments. Y'all hold on, okay? I'm going to try to share too, but sometimes it doesn't always work the best. But it is day 3 of our 30 days of homeschool coaching. I'm going to share this into some groups. And let's see what we get. Share it into some groups and not get flagged as being spam. Hopefully. Hold on, I'm going to share into my other business pages as well. But in the meantime, y'all are more than welcome to say, hey, what's up? Let's see, one more group, y'all. If you're new, again, say, hey. Let me know you're here. Say, hey, girl, hey. If you are a Guru Click member, y'all know what to do. Hashtag Guru Click so I can shout you out. Let's see. One more group, y'all. I got to find it, though. I can never find it. Here we go. Let's see. All right. So I'm in here now. Hey, Stephanie, you're new. Thanks for joining. Hey, Taria. Okay. So listen, it is day 3 of the free homeschool coaching. And if you are unaware who I am, my name is Shawn Taylor, and I am the homeschool guru, right? Like y'all know by now, as if this doesn't say it enough, right? Like, is that team too much? Hey, Leandra. Hey, girl. Hey. And so I am the homeschool guru, just to give you a little bit of background about myself, just in case that you are new to my live. I am a homeschool coach specializing in helping families transition in and out of homeschool. My husband and I have 3 kids together, 16, 13, and 10. And we are entrepreneurs. That's what we do. We are entrepreneurs. We have several businesses together. And so that's what we do. So in the midst of all the foolishness and shenanigans that is going on right now, right now in the society, there's an incredible need for somebody to help while people are having to transition into homeschooling. And if you have been with me before, you know that because of the pandemic, that people are being forced to do some type of schooling at home by their local school district or whatever. That's really not homeschooling. It's public school at home. However, I still want to help you through that process because there will be some things that are similar, like getting your work done, trying to work while they're at home with you, behavioral issues, trying to get them to finish their schoolwork, trying to get them from eating you out of house and home, which, to be honest with you, just to let y'all know, that's not gonna happen. Like, your kids are home, they're gonna eat you out of house and home. Like, they're hungry every 5 minutes. It never changes. It never gets better until they have to pay for their own food. Once they start having to pay for their own food and they understand how much it costs and how expensive it is, then all of a sudden they start making different choices when it comes down to eating. But otherwise, they're gonna eat whatever they eat. And so I just wanted to come on here, guys, again. So this is day 3 of 30. And what I want to talk about today is, hey, Jonisha, what we're going to talk about today is basically, more than anything, guys, while your kids are at home, I've been posting some examples of schedules and explaining to you that these are not the best examples of what homeschooling is, and how it is important for us, especially as moms, parents, dads, whatever, aunts, caregivers, whatever it is to also enjoy this time with our children. Yes, schedules are in place. Yes, I have a schedule for my children. Several of the other ladies that are on here have schedules for their children as far as how it works. But doing a schedule from 8 a.m. until 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then taking a break for dinner, whatever the case may be, and then coming back and doing another hour or two of homework is not reasonable. Like, you're going to kill yourself. You are going to wear yourself out. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys about more than anything else in this world. You guys have an incredible opportunity right now to love on your children while you're going through this, right? You have the opportunity to learn your child as a person, like see who they are as a person, versus you sitting down at a table, at a desk, whatever the case may be, and hounding them to get their schoolwork done. To be honest, this is something that these children will remember for the rest of their life. They will remember this for the rest of their life. Do y'all remember when I was in 3rd grade and they had the coronavirus and we were out of school and we had to do homeschool for that short period of time? They're going to be 30 and 40 years old. They will forever remember this. What do you want them to remember about this time with you? Do you want them to remember, Mama yelled at me every 5 seconds, Mama was on my case, Mama had all this work for me to do, she didn't have time for me? What do you want them to remember? Do you want them to remember that Mama loved on me? Yes, we did schoolwork. Yes, we did all this other stuff, but yet, my mom and I had a really good relationship. My parents and I had a really good relationship. What do you want to remember? These days right now, when our kids are at home, they're like priceless, right? Because things happen and change in a minute. They change in a second, you guys. And so I don't want you to be fully focused on just the work. As homeschoolers, that's one of the biggest benefits of us being homeschoolers, is that we're able to love on our babies, spend time with our babies, nurture our babies, and just be with them. And so take that opportunity and time to be with them. Don't worry about all the schoolwork. Okay, so they have list of work that they have to do and get it turned in. It's just them by themselves. They should be able to sit down, depending upon the age, they should be able to sit down and finish their schoolwork by whatever time you give them and turn it in back into the school district or teachers, whatever they need to do, and still not be worn out because you're jumping down their throat all day long. Like, y'all, we have to change our mindset. We have to completely change our mindset. We don't want to do public school at home. That's not what the goal is, okay? And so that's something that we need to think about. I'm going to look at the comments real quick. Y'all keep talking in the comments if you can. But that's definitely something that you want to do. You want to love on your children. You want to spend that time with them. Yes, is schoolwork important? Absolutely. There are days that, we have things that we have to catch up, and there are days here that are long. But it is not my priority to sit here and fuss and holler at my kid all day long about getting their schoolwork done. Like, that's not good. That's not good for me. It's not good for them. And so let's talk, y'all. Let's talk about it. What kind of questions do you have for me? How do you get through the day? How do you do whatever it is that you need to do to make it happen? You tell me what you do. Leandra says, this is such good info. Thank you. I appreciate it. But what do you do to get through the day? How do you work through the day? We are currently on break in our house. We had scheduled to be on like a spring break this week. So we didn't do any schoolwork. The kids had fun. They were able to do whatever they wanted to do. They want to go outside. They can go outside in the backyard. They wanted to play video games. They could play video games. They could do whatever they want. Sorry, y'all. That's my timer reminding me that it's time for my kids to go to bed, because I will forget and they will be up until midnight. Which is okay for some, but it's not okay for me all the time. So let me change that. Let me turn that off real quick. But that's the timer telling them to get ready for bed. But what is it that you guys, what are you needing? What are you doing? So again, today, my kids had a free day. They did whatever they wanted to do, and I worked. I got some reading done. I got to do some things that I needed to do. We took a little bit of time and we blessed the house. That's what we call it when we clean the house, when we do chores. And so we took 45 minutes just out of the day. Washed dishes, cleaned the counters, swept the kitchen floor, vacuumed the living room, put away stuff. Like, we took 45 minutes to do that. What did y'all do on your first day of homeschooling? Lindsay says, truth. Londa says, thank you, Sean. No public school at home. So many have a misconception because of forced quarantine. Exactly. You guys don't want to take this time and make this time public school at home, because we are not a public school. And I'm fussing at y'all, and I say I'm fussing at you because all these posts that I'm making, but remember that I was you too, right? Like when we decided to homeschool, y'all, I went to a garage sale. My husband actually went to a garage sale and he saw those desks. Now, y'all, if you've been with me, you've heard this story a bunch of times. He bought the desk, the kind of desk with the table that swings, the desk swings in front of you like that. So it's like, right? He bought 3 of those, right, and brought those home. The first day we started homeschool, y'all, I thought that we were about to have school as normal. I had my schedule made. We were getting up at 7:30. We were going to be done with breakfast by 8:15. They were going to get started on Bible. Then they were going to do history and science and math for 45 minutes. Then we were going to take a recess break, and then we were going to come back. Like, I had this whole big old schedule listed out, and by the end of the day I was almost in tears because I was driving myself crazy trying to adhere to a schedule that was unreasonable. And so that's what I'm trying to tell you. While you're home with your kids, yes, it is important for them to get their schoolwork done, especially if they are returning back to the traditional public school system. If they are giving you guys assignments, then it is very important for you to get those done so that when you get back to wherever it is that you're going, you don't have any issues. For example, in the North Texas area, we have several huge school districts that have closed for the rest of the 2020 school year. So it is now March 16th, right? They will not open back up until fall, which our school year typically starts mid-August. They won't open back up until August of 2020. So March 2020, they have closed and will not open back up until August of 2020. That is a whole bunch of time you are going to have with your kids, and you cannot wear yourself out trying to follow this schedule that makes absolutely no sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense. See, I was just about to say, don't go do public school at home. Figure out a way to make it your own in your own style. Exactly. And it will take some trial and error. There are days, sometimes we sit and I think I've got it figured out and it's not right. I have to go back and fix it. And so it will take some time to get it together. It will take some time to get things the way that you need them to go. And you may get into it this week, right? And you decide that things just don't work the way that you thought that they were going to work. One of the things that we do in our house, we try to homeschool year round. And the way that we do that, and I somewhat keep my sanity. Notice I said somewhat, right? Because, I mean, it is what it is. We do 6 weeks of school and then we take a week off. So that's how we do our school week. So we do 6 weeks on where we work, do whatever it is we need to do, and then we take a week of freedom where we just chill. If they want to go on a field trip, we go on a field trip. If they want to lay around the house, we lay around the house. Like, that's how we choose to run our homeschool. But most importantly, we choose to just be with each other, just enjoy each other. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we're only with us, our family only. We do other things as well, but that's something you definitely need to think about. Let's see. Mallory says, yeah, I go with the flow. Exactly. Go with the flow. There are some days that I will say it's seriously time to do some desk work. Yeah. And that's the truth too. There are days where I'll say, oh Lord, like, I feel like we didn't get enough accomplished today. Like, tomorrow we need to sit down and get, this stuff done. But if you feel that, then just get it done. There's no worry, no rush, no nothing. Just work diligently to get it done. Leandra says, my daughter is obsessed with space, and so we are doing lots of learning in that area. We can do math, ELA, and science while learning about space. Exactly. A lot of homeschoolers, there are so many different methods of homeschooling. There are a lot of homeschoolers that do things like Leandra. Leandra has basically created a unit study. So they pick a topic, like Leandra picks space, and they are doing all of their schoolwork based off of space. So she's doing math, and it's centered around space. ELA, which is English Language Arts, centered around space. Science, which is centered around space. And I imagine there's probably some history and stuff that she can do in there as well, because she can talk about what they thought the planets looked like, or what they thought it was in the beginning, or how the earth looked in the beginning, and now what they believe it looks like now. Like, that's, some people homeschool in that way, where they only do unit studies. Is that something that you want to do? Is that something that you're interested in? Some people do it where it's all interest led. If your child, for instance, say Leandra, like she said, her daughter's interested in space. So they spend weeks on just learning things about space, but they incorporate all of the subjects in that space. Y'all let me know if you have any questions on that. But there are different methods of homeschooling. You don't have to do everything like the book. You don't have to do public school at home. There's eclectic, which is like our family. We have a bunch of different methods and we've mashed them all together. There is unschooling, right? And unschooling is basically you're living life, right? Whatever opportunity presents itself for you to homeschool or you to teach a lesson, you teach it. So say, for instance, you're at the bank and you're working on percentages, you need to pull out some money or you need to move some money around. That would be an opportunity for you to teach your child about percentages. And so there's so many different methods. If you want to use workbooks all day long, you can use workbooks if that works for your child. If you want to do books all day long, if you just want to read, like you can do whatever you want to do in your homeschooling journey. Leandra says basically putting all her likes or interests into learning. Exactly. So that would be a unit study. You're absolutely correct. Mallory says, but generally they just play all day long. They're learning all day long. Absolutely. You can do whatever you want to. And the way that I'm reading her comment, Mallory, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that I'm reading that is that sounds like you guys are more unschoolers. You may do a little bit of book work, but you pretty much just let them live life and learn as they go. And that's another question I get asked a lot too with little kids, young kids, 5 and under. So hey Sean, I have a 3-year-old. I want to homeschool. I want to get them started. What curriculum can I use? And I'm like, for a 3-year-old? Let them play. Like you learn via play when you're that age. Everything is a game. Everything's a joke. Just watch a child. Watch a little 3-year-old. Everything is funny. They'll try everything. They'll try something. Ooh, that looks fun. Ooh, that's hot. Don't want to touch that. That's something they learned, right? They'll giggle. They'll laugh all day. So when they're young like that, learn via play, guys. Don't worry about curriculum. Curriculum is your last worry. Stephanie says, this is my first time homeschooling my kids, and I thought I was supposed to have the public school mindset. I've had people tell me to deschool, but I have no clue what that means. Can you please give me advice on how to start off? Okay, so Stephanie is asking about deschooling. So when you're transitioning from traditional school into homeschooling, there's a period that you suggested right in the middle, and it's called deschooling. And basically, if I could break it down in really simple terms, deschooling is breaking the habit of being in public school. So breaking the habit of doing things the way that they were done in public school. And the way that you do that is basically you're not doing any schoolwork, right? You're not looking at workbooks. You're not looking at curriculum or anything like that. You're getting to know your child one-on-one, knowing what they like, what they're interested in. You're going on lots of field trips, which that may be difficult right now because of what's going on in the country, but you're going on, museums and science museums, and you're going on parks, and you're going hiking, and you're going, you're just enjoying life, right? You're doing things differently, getting to know each other and setting your own rhythm. So breaking the habit of the bell ringing every single day. Breaking the habit of people, walking in the straight line, breaking the habit of you having classes or a situated schedule, just blocks of time like that. Like that's what deschooling is, Stephanie. Hey, cousin. Hey, Elise. Let's see. I've adopted the 6 weeks on and 1 week off too. It has been great. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. 6 weeks on and 1 week off is a blessing. So that's how we do our school year. We school all the way year round. We do 6 weeks on and then we take a week off. And that week off is the time that I spend to plan, but I also drink lots of wine and get some peace and some rest and relax because it's difficult planning school for 3 kids, homeschooling for 3 kids. Of course, you get mama, 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 right? And so I do take that time to get some rest. And so if that's something you're interested in, schooling year round, that may be something you may want to look into, okay? Hey, Megan, thank you for sharing your thoughts on allowing ourselves grace to learn, grace to fail, and grace to adjust until it works. Exactly, Megan. Give yourself grace. I say that all the time. I just said it in our mastermind session, which is a group coaching session I do every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we come in, there's a group of ladies that come together and we do a group coaching session every Monday. And that was one of the themes for today. It was like, you mess up today or today doesn't work like it's supposed to, brand new mercies in the morning, right? Like you have brand new mercies in the morning. You don't have to sit and wallow in the fact that it didn't work for that day. Wake up the next morning and try whatever it is that you need to try it again. Hey, Emily. Hey, LaShonda. That's the beauty of homeschooling. You can do what works for you. Exactly. And most importantly, what works for your child, because not every child learns the same. Exactly. So that's another thing with homeschooling, which is one of the reasons why my husband and I transitioned our kids out of homeschooling. Again, if you've heard my story, we had no intent of homeschooling our children whatsoever. None whatsoever. But what changed for us was that we were able to customize the education for each child. And all three of our kids learn completely different and have completely different needs. And homeschooling has allowed us to basically cater to their need, cater to exactly what they need. Oh, this isn't working. Let's try this. Let's do something else. And that's the thing that you have to do. So if you're out of school, I know some schools are out till March, some schools are out till April, and then like some schools are out until fall, right? But you have the opportunity to determine what works for your child and figure out what is going to be best for them. And what I want you to understand more than anything else is that you're not going to find it overnight, okay? And then sometimes when you think you found it, you'll wake up the next morning and it doesn't work and you have to start all over again. And that's truth. That's the truth of that thing. I feel like we are unschoolers with classical influences. Okay. So yeah, I'll take that. But unschoolers, yep, absolutely. Mine are 4 and 7. Okay, yeah. And see, most little kids are unschoolers solely for the fact that because they are young. They are young. Hey, Thea D. So does anybody else have any questions for me? Anything else? I have a 14, 7, 5, and 1, and 4-month-old. I have no clue where to begin. Okay, Dominique. Are your kids currently out of school because of what's going on in the country, or you are actually homeschooling? I'll wait for her answer, y'all. In the meantime, you're more than welcome to answer questions or ask questions, and I'll get to it. I'm going to look on my phone too. Y'all bear with me. Okay. I'll wait for her answer. In the meantime, you guys, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask them. But if you are in the position right now, again, where you are forced to kind of homeschool because of what is happening in the country, I want to post a link. I should have already done it. Post the link for you so that you can get the help that you need. I had a boot camp yesterday, temporary homeschool boot camp yesterday that turned out to be really good. It was really helpful, and I have recreated it. So I have another one that is happening on Friday at 12 o'clock. It is completely free. All you have to do is register so you can get the information to sign up for it. But basically the purpose of that is to help you through this temporary change. And so if that is something that you're doing right now, you're being forced to homeschool, you're going to need help. You cannot go and expect to do public school at home and think it's going to be all right. The only reason why that would be all right is if you have a child that is extremely structured, that enjoys structure. That would be the only way that would work out for you. Otherwise, you're going to make everybody miserable, including yourself. Out of school. Okay. So Dominique, what I would do, how long have they been out of school? Just knowing that, I would think you would need to start off, because of what's going on. Okay. So have they gotten assignments or anything like that from their school? Yes, Londa, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Can we share this for other families? You can share what? You can share whatever you want to. Absolutely. You want to share the video? You want to share the link? I just posted a link there for the boot camp. You can share. It's open. Absolutely. It's open to the public. It's completely free. Basically what it is just to help you temporarily homeschool. Get through that temp process, right? Not necessarily transitioning completely to homeschool, but just getting through this journey that you're having to go through right now. So Dominic, what I would do with your 1 and your 5-year-old, I would work on basics, lots of reading. 5 and 7-year-old, lots of basics, reading, math, all that good stuff. Your 14-year-old, I imagine that they gave you some type of schoolwork for your 14-year-old to work with. My Lord. And then you have a 14-month-old right at the same time, right? So I would also, one of the things that a lot of homeschoolers do too, especially when they have big families, and my family is not as big as yours, but I use my 16-year-old to help my 10-year-old with his schoolwork. So my 16-year-old daughter will go and help my 10-year-old son with his math so that I can sit one-on-one with my 13-year-old. And then sometimes my 13-year-old will help my 10-year-old with something so that I can sit one-on-one with my 16-year-old. So use those older kids or older child to help you and assist you through that. No, they haven't. They haven't given them anything. One resource that I suggest, if you're looking for a curriculum, you want them to sit in front of a, some like this type of situation in front of a screen. Type that up for you. Sorry. Power Homeschool is a really good one. It's $25 a month, and you can pick whatever classes that you want them to have. What I suggest that you do is they have a 2-week trial. Do the trial for 2 weeks and see if you like it, and before you actually pay for it, and then cancel it right before if you don't like it. Another one is Time for Learning. My kids didn't really like this one so much. They said it was really kiddie, my older kids, but your younger kids may like it as well. If you want your younger kids to, let's see, let me think of another. If you want your kids occupied, but also where they can learn and something they'll like, go on YouTube and look for Homeschool Pop. There's a whole homeschool channel on YouTube. If you're looking for science stuff like videos, cartoony stuff, you have Dr. Binox, and that's on YouTube. Try those videos. You have all different types of things that you can do. So let me know if those help. Both of the Power Homeschool and Time for Learning are online learning. And the Power is $25. Time for Learning, I believe, is $35. If you don't add anything extra, you get like, I think 5 or 6 courses that you want. You can pick their grade level and then pick whatever courses you want out of that grade level, and they'll get a certain amount of work that they're supposed to do daily, and you'll be able to go into a dashboard and check it if that's something that you want to do. So you have that option as well. A free one would be Discovery K-12. This one had a lot of busy work. I didn't too much like that one personally, didn't cut for that one. One that people always recommend is, what's that one that's dry? Y'all know who, I know you know who I'm talking about. If I say it, you know who I'm talking about. I can't think of what it's called. It's dry as all get out, y'all. It's the first one people recommend when it's free. For some reason, I can't think of it. You have a freshman in high school. So you have a freshman in high school, check out Power Homeschool and Time for Learning. Or check out Discovery K-12 too. They all have those things that you can do. They all have that grade level. What is that one, y'all, that everybody always, let me see if I have it saved. They always say something like, always, check this curriculum out, and it is as dry as can be. And it's free. I know y'all know who I'm talking about. If you're an old head, you know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of the name of it. No, not Khan Academy, but Khan Academy is dry too. But Khan Academy is another program you can use. It's free. No, it's a lady. Gosh, what is it? What is it called? I can't think of the name of it, y'all. It's the first thing that people always mention. Like, you're like, oh, I'm looking for a curriculum and I need something that's free. And it's the very first one everybody mentions, and it is so dry. Hey, Kristen. Easy peasy. That's it. Thank you. Easy peasy. Yes. Y'all, easy peasy is so boring. I can't even stomach it. Easy peasy is terrible. But check them out. They're completely free, and it's all grade levels on that one as well. So try that. Don't listen. All these things that I say don't work for my children doesn't mean that if you sign up for it, that it won't work for your child. So go look at them, okay? So I just gave you a bunch of them, right? And then Easy Peasy on top of that. Easy Peasy doesn't have videos. It's more of just like a workbook. Khan Academy has videos and then other stuff that goes along with it. If you wanted something like worksheet-ish, you could try IXL. IXL is not a it's not a curriculum. Like, it's a worksheet. It literally is a worksheet. You have to teach the lessons. You have to go through all the stuff, and then go on there and do worksheets. But it's not a curriculum at all. Y'all, I can't stand Easy Peasy. Y'all, it's so dry. Every time somebody recommends that, like somebody will go, "Hey, I've heard about Easy Peasy. Is this a good curriculum?" And I'll be like, just try it out and see if you like it. But in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh. Yep, Easy Peasy. You're welcome, Dominique. Yep, allinonehomeschool.com. That's right. Mallory said, yep. Yeah, everybody recommends it. The Good and the Beautiful is a good curriculum as well, especially ELA. I really like their ELA curriculum. But again, those are just it's like a book. It's a worksheet. It's not somebody teaching. If you're looking for somebody to teach your kids in the meantime, so say for instance, you want to use this time that your children are out of school to help them catch up on a particular subject, go to outschool.com. And they have teachers on there that teach any and every subject that you can possibly imagine at various costs. Some are free, some are $1, some are $10, some are $60, some are $150. At various costs, you can go on there and find a class, a course, or whatever, and it would be kind of like a tutoring session to help and assist your child in the meantime while they're out of school. So that's something you can do as well. I love OutSchool. It's really good. It's got a lot of options. You can get distracted because there's so many options, but it's a really good option. You're welcome. Yeah, OutSchool is really good. OutSchool is great. And it's the same type of situation here. So like you'll go into a classroom, a virtual classroom, whether it's Zoom or it's on Loom or anything like that. Teachable. I don't think they use Teachable. Maybe LearnDash or something like that. But you'll go into a classroom like this, and the teacher will teach them and have the stuff on the board and stuff for them to do, and possibly give them assignments that they can turn in later on. As far as that's concerned, but OutSchool is really good as well. So then all of that education is not on you as well. So you can outsource it. A lot of homeschoolers do outsource it. I outsource. One of the subjects I outsource the most is history because I hate it and I suck at teaching it because I hate it. And so what I did was I found somebody who loves it and is passionate about teaching it because that person makes it come to life for my children. If you need that information, that is Dr. Shiva Quinn. She is absolutely wonderful at teaching African American history if that's something that you're interested in. She's going to tell them like a TI is, and your kids are not going to want to leave her. And every time she posts a class, they're going to want to join it. But she's amazing. She's a good teacher. So does anybody have any questions for me? Because I'm going to jump off of here because I told Instagram I would be going live with them every day at 9:45. And that is coming up. And so if y'all have no other questions for me, I'm going to post again a couple links for you. The boot camp link is free. Share it out to everyone. I promise you there are people out there that are struggling or concerned and don't know what to do. This is a free boot camp. All they have to do is register. Their first name, email address, click submit. That's it. There's no cross or anything like that. Carla, which ones interactive? So you can do the homeschool boot camp on that. If you are interested in the mastermind, hold on a second. Let me do that. Sorry. Let me find the mastermind for you. And again, if you're unfamiliar with the mastermind, what the mastermind is, it is it has a group coaching session. So if you can't afford maybe a personal coaching session, but you know that you need some help when it comes to homeschooling. Hold on, y'all. My video's talking. If you need some help when it comes to homeschooling and you can't necessarily afford the cost, these ladies jump on with me every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and they get coaching every week as a group. And basically how the group works is that they all come on. They each have a few minutes to speak, ask questions, do whatever it is they need to do, vent, talk about how bad their kids are, whatever it is. And then I give them advice, and also the other ladies give them advice as well. So we do that every Monday, so you're more than welcome to join that. I have attached that link for you there. And then again, the Homeschool Boot Camp is completely free. Betty says, what about a science class for a first grader? Check out Outschool if you're looking for something to pay for. Then there is Mystery Science is a good one. I don't know if they have any more free I don't know if they have any free memberships as far as that's concerned. And then also do Dr. Benox on YouTube. Talks about all kind of different things when it comes to science, human body, all that good stuff. Let's see. Let me go back down. I lost my comments. All right. So if nobody else, okay, Betty, I just put those in there for you. You're welcome, Stephanie. You're welcome. So guys, I'm going to jump off of here because I'm going over to Instagram. My Instagram is the same, Sean the Homeschool Guru. So if you have more questions, you can come over there and ask me some questions. I will be here with you guys live every day for the next 27 days, right? So a total of 30 days, every single day, giving you homeschool coaching, helping you get through this journey that you're going through right now. So 30 days straight, guys, I will be live. So this is day 3. So meet me here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you still have questions and I didn't answer them, come on over to Instagram. Typically, my conversation on Instagram is very different because there's different people on there and they have different questions. So you may want to catch me on that one as well. But if you have any questions, head over there, or you can ask me later. We need algebra help. Okay, so Carla, I have 2 math tutors. Well, now there's 1 because they have combined and became 1 that I can suggest. And then also check out Outschool. Send me a message, Carla, and I will send you the information on the math tutors. And then check out Outschool also as well and see if that's something that will work for you. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I will see y'all again tomorrow at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I didn't even realize it was that late, y'all. My kids haven't even eaten dinner. Like, I don't even know what to say. But I will catch y'all later, all right? Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining.